Fresh FedEx bag on the table means yet another PSA blind reveal video for you today. I do not follow my orders as far as checking the grades or anything after I submit them in, because I would like to have the same fun that you all are going to have at home by seeing these come out for the first time. So no, we don't know anything about I'm going to cut this apart. We do not know what the grades are. I will tell you that this was a special that dated back, I think, to the I did these in June. We haven't had a lot of videos out recently. We're in the part of Central Texas that was impacted significantly by the flood waters, and so we just haven't had time. My time has been needed in other places. So, but I have been still messing with cards and doing things off camera. So I've got about 4 or 5 orders into PSA, and by golly, we are going to figure out together what in the world this one is. This box itself feels like it's a little small compared to the other one. I think that I have submitted something like 100 cards total. Let's see how I can open this where I keep these down. I submitted like 100 cards total over 3 or 4 orders. These orders should be about 25, 30 cards per. So let's see if maybe we can't find us something cool. Price, if you're into that, if you're looking for as a return of investment, like an ROI perspective, I think we've got $400, maybe a little less, tied up in this order. But that's enough of that. Let's see what we can get into. So first one up is going to be a 1981 Fleer Nolan Ryan card. I didn't think this had 10 possibility. I thought it probably had 9, and 9 is worth submitting. Oh, we are starting off hot. We get a 81 Fleer Nolan Ryan Gem Mint 10. That is one way to start. That is a card that will stay with me. That's pretty awesome. Gem Mint 10 on the 1981 Fleer Nolan Ryan. So we will start making our 10 stack over here, and we shall move on. Maybe we can keep this rolling. How about 83 Fleer Cal Ripken Jr.? And oh, wow, we are back to back. Wow. 1983 Fleer Cal Ripken Jr. in a Gem Mint 10. No, this is not a big card, but y'all, for junk wax era type stuff and 80s cards, to be getting any 10s, it's hard to do. It's great. I'm very excited. Now this one has no chance at a 10. This is an 84 O-Pee-Chee Wade Boggs. I'm trying to figure out in these orders, of course I submit cards I think have a chance of getting 10s. I'm trying to learn on these O-Pee-Chee cards because they're not cut like the standard Topps cards would have been. Let's see what it is. He got an 8. That's about what I thought. They cut these cards with bands in O-Pee-Chee, so you get a ton of fraying on the sides of these cards. Sorry for the glare. It's been a minute since I've had the camera out and going, so bear with me if I trip over myself on my words, or if I get a little tongue-tied. It has been a minute since I have seen you all and talked to you. 84 Peachy Wade Boggs in an 8. I'm okay with that. Right? I'm okay with that. How about this is an 86 Donruss The Rookies Ruben Sierra. Not a high-value card, but somebody I liked as a kid. Oh, God. Near mint 7. So we are started off hot. Man, I missed something on these. And just so you know, if you haven't watched any of our other videos, I pre-grade 3 times. These go through 3 processes with me, and the last is under 10x magnification. I really try to get the surface on these older cards, because I deal with a lot, mostly junk wax stuff, right? So I clearly missed something on that one that I'll go back through and look. Now this is a card we pulled on the channel. This is an 81 Mike Schmidt. I was a Mike Schmidt fan when I was a kid. This just looked like a clean copy. I thought maybe 8 or better. Oh my God, we got a Gem Mint 10 on the 1981 Topps Mike Schmidt. That's awesome. We are that's fantastic. Yeah, I knew it would look good. I didn't think it was Gem Mint quality, but hey, we are we are doing just fine so far. Here's a card that I could almost guarantee you is not going to get a Gem Mint 10. That's an 86 Topps Cal Ripken. We're going to get a Mint 9. These are really hard to this 86 set, just like anything else. The black border is pretty rough, but I thought it was worth sending in on the order. It looks like we're doing pretty good. This is a Fleer Record Setters Mark McGuire. It's a card that holds a little value if you can get it in a 10, and we're not going to get it in a 10, but we're going to get it in a 9. This card, surprisingly, is probably a $75, $80 card in a 10. It's probably about what we paid to grade it for at a 9, but that'll be on the eBay site, which is Junk Wax Era Gems, if you want to go check it out. Here's a Barry Bonds, the rookies. This could be a pricey card in a 10. 86 Bonds. Can we keep our luck going? Oh, no. So that's out of the same series, this 87, I'm missing something. This 87, the rookies set, or 86, the rookies set. Clearly, I'm not seeing what I need to be seeing on these, considering both of those come back in a 7. But we'll, it's all part of the process, and we'll look into that a little further. Here's an 86 Fleer. I love this card. 86 Fleer, Pete Rose, Hall of Fame. Pete Rose is somebody that this is the card I'm going to keep. It's going to go in my collection. Get it in a 9, I'm okay with that. This Pete Rose was someone that my grandpa and I, who passed years ago, my grandpa and I would go to card shops and we would go find Pete Rose cards, right? And I've got a lot of Pete Rose stuff that I just slab up, and it's for the memories piece, Everybody gets to collect in this hobby the way they want to, and Pete Rose is just something that brings a smile to my face whenever I get to grade one of those cards. Here's a Billy Ripken FF Air. Didn't think this had 10 possibility. I have a couple 9s. This card's going to be passed on. Here's another 9. I thought it probably was no, it looks that good on the side. I was looking at the edge of the holder. There's another 9. It's a card that's darn near impossible for me to get in a 10. But that's still worth sending in to get it back in a 9. I'm satisfied with that. How about this one? This is interesting. This is a Bo Jackson 86 Sportflix Rookies. If you go back on a previous video, this card I submitted once before. It came back as men's size required, but this time it passed the men's size, I guess, and it's going to come back in an 8. Obviously, if you watch enough stuff on the channel, Bo Jackson is the person that I collect. And I'm trying to manage to put together all of his, 86, 87, 88 stuff in 10s on my own. But that one's not going to get it done for us today. Still satisfied so far with what we got. How about an 87 Donruss Barry Bonds rookie? This one looked pretty good to me. I thought this had a chance. Oh, yes, there is a Barry Bonds 87 Donruss Gem Mint 10. So that's a great card for us as well. There's going to be no problem with me returning the $300 or $400 that we had in this order. This is probably one of the best orders I've ever sent in so far, and we've got quite a few cards left to go. Here's a Paul O'Neill rookie, another little sneaky card, 86 Donruss. If you can hit it in a 10, it's worth some money. Hey, that's another gem. Wow, I need to know who this grader is, and I need this grader to touch every one of my orders that comes in the PSA. 86 Donruss, the rookies, Paul O'Neill. I think it's about a $50 card, something like that. But it's cool. Love this set. It's one of my favorite sets. And we will just keep stacking the Gem Mint 10s over here. I don't even know what to say. 83 Donruss, Wade Boggs rookie. We managed to hit the 83 Fleer Wade Boggs rookie that we pulled on the channel, a Gem Mint 10. Hang on, not going to happen on this one. There's an 83 Donruss Wade Boggs in a near mint 8. Still a nice looking card. I think its center is a little off top to bottom, but it's all good. It's probably going to return about what the cost was to grade it, and that's okay. Here's one of my least favorite players, but this card looked decent enough to send in. It's an 85 Donruss George Brett. Sorry if I'm getting these off the screen a little bit. It's been a minute since I've been on camera. We're going to get that back in a 9. Probably worth the cost to grade it. This is my favorite set of all time, 85 Donruss. So I've kind of got this wild hair that maybe I'll just try to submit most of the stars, out of this set, just a little side collection thing I can do. I don't know. But I sent a few of these in. Here's Sean Dunstan's 85 Donruss rated rookie card. Bring it back in a 9. So, I mean, I wasn't too far off on these. These are black borders. These are very hard cards to get in a 10. I think that corner up there is probably the #1 reason why we're not going to get 10 value out of this card. Still in the 9, we're not doing bad. Our 9 pile has just now taken over the lead over our 10 pile. That's fantastic. You can't ask for anything better than that with junk wax era cards. How about a Paul Molitor? 1982 Donruss. This card looked sharp to me. And there's another, man, I got these off screen. I'm so sorry. There's another Gem Mint 10 on some junk wax. I mean, me might not call 82 junk wax, but it kind of is. Another Gem Mint 10 card. Wow, we are just killing it on this order. I put in a new process. I'm just to let y'all know, I put in a new process of how that holder is different than the others. New process in how I pre-grade cards, and it might be working. Maybe it's just, we just had a grader on a good day. Maybe he got engaged or something. He or she got engaged the day before. Who knows, right? Maybe we just had a good day. Here's an 85 Donruss Diamond Kings Cal Ripken, another card that would be worth some money if we hit it in the big old 10, but we're going to be in another 9. So that's all of our 85 Donrusses are coming back in 9s. Here's a pretty cool card. It's the best of the best. It's got Donnie, Ricky Henderson. It's a Sports Flicks. It's got Dale Murphy, Eddie Murray, Dwight Gooden, Roger Clemens. I'm trying to figure out these Sports Flicks cards. If I can get anything to grade a 10 or not, that's a 9, but it's a cool card. I mean, it's got a lot of my childhood favorite players on it, so that one will probably be staying with me. Here's a Brett Saberhagen 85 Donruss rookie card as well. And that's a Gem Mint 10. And that's for my Royals. That's a card probably out of the 85s. You know what? That's probably the one I'd like to have in a 10. That card will stay with me. Brett Saberhagen, he pitched for my Royals for quite a few years. And that is yet another 10 that we just keep pumping them out in this order. This is the best order I've ever had. Here is an 86 Sport Flicks Rookies Jose Canseco. Get that back in a 9. I just like these cards, man. Those sets are cheap. You can go buy them and play around with it. Here is a, who is this, Tom Seaver? It's a Tom Seaver 81 Donruss. This card looked good to me. That's going to come back in a mint 9. This was just a card I had sitting around. It just kept floating around in like my, hey, maybe you should look at this card for PSA. So get that back in a 9. That'll be available if somebody wants that for a few bucks. Oh, look what we got left. The last one, man. If we hit this last one in a 10, this is the next to last one. This is the next one in a 10. It's going to be the best video I've ever made. Here's a 82 Fleer Yastrzemski 3000th game, May 25th, 1981. I just like this card because when you grade it, it has all this extra stuff on it. I just think it's really cool. That's going to come back at 9. That's a card that we'll hang on to. And then this is the money card of the order. This is an 85 Topps Mark McGwire rookie card. If we're going to hit one, another one, let it happen here. Let's just let it happen. Oh, no. We get it back in a near mint 8. This was in a rack pack that I opened on the channel not that long ago. I mean, it's been a while since you've seen or heard my voice, but if you fumble through the videos, you can find an 85 rack pack. We pull this out. It has a little pink spot right there. So I knew it wasn't going to get a 10, but it's an iconic card, and I graded it myself. And that to me, for my part in this hobby, is these cards that were huge to us as kids that we couldn't afford. I couldn't afford this card when I was younger, right? And I can afford it now. And I don't, yeah, it'd be great to have it in a 10. It'd be awesome, right, to display it. But this is still okay with me, right? It's not probably worth a lot, but it's a card that'll go on a shelf with some other ones of mine. And if you're doing this grading thing for the fun of doing it and getting some of your stuffs and slabs, who cares what anybody else says about what you're doing? Just go enjoy it. But we're going to end up with a haul of, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know how many cards total this is, but this is quite an order. Gem Mint 10, Brett Saberhagen rookie. Gem Mint 10, Paul Molitor. That's probably a card I'll let go. Gem Mint 10, 86 Donruss, Paul O'Neill rookie. This is a great one for me. Gem Mint 10, Barry Bonds. Kind of forgot about this. I'm so excited over all this one's another one of my favorites out of this. I mean, this is just goodness. This is all this Gem Mint 10 goodness, all the way down to a Nolan Ryan Gem Mint 10. Like I said, we got 4 or 5 of these orders in. This is a great one for us. Like I said, it's been a while. It's good to see y'all, even though I can't see you. But I appreciate the support that our little community on this channel has given us. And like I said, we're back now. We'll be doing a lot more videos. Things have settled down now for us, and now it's time to have a little fun with some stuff that we enjoy. So I hope that I see you. Hope you see me. And until the next time, thank y'all so much for watching. Goodbye.